Hi, this is Matthew May with ClassifiedSubmissions.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a dead simple landing page using Aweber.com so you can get started collecting emails right away and building your list. Many times people will use a lot of these fancy services. There are services like ClickFunnels, which are great, but they're pretty expensive, and they've got lots of different templates. It get kind of confusing. This is a way you can come up with a landing page right now. You don't need a hosting account. You don't need to spend a ton of money, and you can get going today using Aweber.com. And by the way, sometimes the simplest landing pages sell the most. So here we go. This is what you do to set up a simple landing page like this so you can start promoting it and getting opt-ins and sales. First thing you need to do, you need to go to Aweber and get an account. You can click the link in the description below. Yes, that is my affiliate link, and I will make a small commission, but that's fine, right? That's what we're here for. You come here, you sign up, and you can get the 1 month free version just to get started. So there's no risk here, which is great. You know, we're keeping your cost actually to nothing here. Eventually, once you get going, if you decide to keep it, it'll be $19 a month, and it goes up depending on how many subscribers you have. So first, click the link in the description below, sign up for an Aweber account. Next thing you need to do is come here once you're logged in, click Manage Lists, and click Create a List. So once you click Create a List, you come here, you put your company name, your website. You're going to have to put an address here for you to fill in. You put the sender name, that's the name that people will see as the from name in the email that you send to them, and the sender email. I changed the information here just a little bit for the test, and the next thing you do is you click Next Step. Then you fill out a name for your list and a little brief description for your list. Then you click, guess what? Next Step. Okay, so when people subscribe to your list, they're going to get a confirmation message, and people have to click the link in the confirmation message to confirm that they want to be a part of your list. So it's a two-step process. So this is the confirmation email. You can modify it a little bit if you want. You have a couple different opportunities to do that, or you keep it just the way it is. You can come here. You could modify this a little bit, and you could modify all this or just keep it the way it is, and then click Approve Message and Create List. Then what you want to do is come up here to Current List, and you click Find Your List, and you click it, and you want to go to that list. Then come to Messages. You go to Messages, and then you go to Follow-up Series. Here we are. Now you can start creating your follow-up messages. You can use an HTML editor or plain text. Okay, I'm going to use the HTML editor. I'll come here, I click here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my first message. I'll just call it message 1. And here you can put in all your text. Message 1. Click on my link. I'm just doing this as a test just to show you, but you're going to put your first sales message that you want people to receive after they subscribe on your newsletter. Here, I'll just put in a hyperlink. So I'm showing you how to make a hyperlink in this HTML editor. So there we have this hyperlink, but you're going to have your full message here, the first message that you want people to receive. So once you have your message in, you click Save and Exit. Now you've got your first message. After people confirm, this is going to be the first message that people receive. Okay, now you want to create another message. I'll do a plain text one just to show you, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to put message 2. This is the title. So I'll put message 2. Then if you want something to hyperlink, you have to put the full URL in. So it's not hyperlinked automatically, but in most people's email clients, it will be hyperlinked automatically if you type out the full HTTP or HTTPS. So you go save and exit. Now you've got two messages. Now that we have at least two messages, you want to come over here to send options and click add to follow-up series. Click add to follow-up series. Okay, now you see this message 1 has been added to your follow-up series. Now we're going to go back. We still have message 2. We're going to add this to the follow-up series. There's various options here, but I'm keeping this real simple here. And now you have a choice. How many days do you want this sent after the previous message? Well, you don't want to send them one day right after the other. It might be bombarding them. So let's say 4 days. We want to drip feed these messages every 4 days. You can do whatever you want. That's kind of what I do. So add to follow-up series. And now I have the option to say how many days they will receive this message after the previous message. So let's see what we got here. So now these are our follow-up messages. So when people subscribe, they're going to get message 1. Then 4 days later, they're going to get message 2. Now here's the really cool thing is that you can make as many of these messages as you want. You could have people getting messages from you for the next year, for every 4 days, for the next 365 days if you want. Now you're going to have to write in all these messages and save them here. But sometimes it's good to have at least 7. That'll get you going for a month. Would be 28 days. So you see the process here. You just come up here and you go to your follow-up series. And now once you have your follow-up series, you could create message and you can choose an HTML one, or you can choose plain text. And there is even a drag and drop email builder. I prefer just doing these two. That's what I do, but you can experiment with that if you'd like. So in any case, now we have a list and we have a series of follow-up messages. Of course, I'm not going to just put message 1, a message 2. I'm going to come up with a really good title that's going to entice people to click, and I'm going to have an actual message here. I'm just doing this as a test to show you so we can do it quickly. Now, what you want to do is create a form. You want to create a form like this. Okay, so people can subscribe to your newsletter and then they start getting your follow-up messages. Message 1, message 2, message 3, as many as you want to put in here, spaced out every 4 days. You see, send 4 days after the previous message, and then the next one will say send however many days you make it to be sent after the previous message, on and on and on. So now we need a sign-up form. So we come up here to sign up forms, make sure we're with our current list that we're working on, sign up form. We come over here, create a sign up form. Again, this is a simple way you can get started right away. And they have a bunch of templates up here. You don't have to get too fancy. I like simple. We're going simple. Here, let's try this one. And we click load template. All right. Now we got a header. Now this pops up and I can put some text in here. I could say, join my fabulous newsletter. I will give you free software, a free ebook, a free personal consultation. Whatever you want to give them to entice them to join your newsletter. See, oh, that looks kind of small. Let me make that a little bigger. I highlight it. Let's just make it a little bigger. Even a little bigger than that. Okay, even bigger than that. Let's try this. I can make it bold. I can center it. I can change the font. Everybody likes Arial, so we change it. So now I have the header and I save it. Now here I have my newsletter form. Now what I want to do, maybe change this a little bit. I could say download a free ebook. There you go. Sometimes it's good to tell them what they're going to get when they click the submit button rather than just submit. So whatever you're giving away, let them know. That's just an extra touch. Click the save field, save your form, and we're going to go to the next step. Now, you're going to name the form. You call it I'm going to call it the Classified Submissions Test Form. You call it whatever you want, just so you know what it is. Now, this is a thank you page. You can choose all different versions of a thank you page. Stay on the current page. Send them to another page if you want, anywhere. Your Facebook page, your website, whatever you want. Or you could just have them have a standardized basic version thank you page that looks like that. Your choice. Again, the whole goal of this is to get you going. Later on, you can get fancy. Now we just want to get you started getting emails. Already subscribed page, you can just use their basic version. Advanced settings, don't worry about it. Okay? Save your form. Now, go to step 3. Here's what you do. If you have a website, you can get the code here to install it on your website, either JavaScript or raw HTML. Up to you. I've done both. Or here's a simple solution. You can use this form as a landing page, and they give you a URL right here that you can use in your promotions. So you can just copy and paste this URL, and let's see what happens when I come here and put it into the browser bar. Here, I got a nice little form. Hey, I could have worked on this form a little bit more, but now I have a form that people can actually sign up on and start getting my follow-up messages. Now, you're going to put more follow-up messages. You might work on the form a little bit, put some bullet points here, so on and so forth. But here you have a landing page and a form which goes directly to your autoresponder, right? And you can get going now collecting emails. And the reason I'm telling you this is that with our service, the best way that I have found to get the best use of it is with an opt-in form like this, a squeeze page. A squeeze page is a page where the whole purpose of the form is just to get the email address, because you have a limited time to get people's attention. People really underestimate that. They think people are just going to spend hours and hours on their website. They may later. But first, you need to get their attention and get them into your system, because what happens once they're in the system? Okay, here's my follow-up series. Look how many follow-up messages I have. There's 25 follow-up messages there. So that's, if it's 4 days apart, that's what's that? It's 80. That's 100 days of messages. That's over 3 months. People will be hearing from you about your wonderful products and services. Every 4 days, they get a little reminder with more reasons why they should love you and your products and services. Or you can send them to a really complicated website that they will click off and most likely never come back to again, no matter how beautifully it is designed. So the strategy is get the email. Get the email right here. We want you to get the email. And now I've shown you a dead simple way to start collecting emails. Are there more sophisticated ways with all kinds of tracking that you can get that will cost you a fortune? Yes, and they're good. I'm not against them at all. But what I want you to do is to actually get started. And you could, if you worked it right, you could probably make a fortune just off of simple landing pages like that. And if a lot of these higher end marketers are honest with you, they'll tell you that a lot of times it's just the simple things that work. Look at how Google does the design on their page. Okay, this is the most successful company pretty much on the planet. This is their web design. It's for a reason. It works. A simple form is a beautiful thing, and there's nothing to confuse them. You got to give them some benefits. You got to tell them why they should give you this personal information. Give them a good reason. Give them some software. Give them something special. Think of something. Spend some time thinking of something, what you can give them that's different than everyone else. To saying make money, do nothing, because everyone's saying that. What can you offer more? personal service maybe. So coaching. Think about it. How can you differentiate yourself from other people? Make the offer great. And here, listen, once you start paying for Aweber, that's the only thing you have to pay for here. That's $19.95 a month. If you have more subscribers, it's worth it because you can make money off the subscribers as you build your list. That's how it's going to be. And if you really want to you start getting big, you can start doing self-hosting autoresponders like I'm doing. You know, I have many, many different autoresponders. This is just one account that I have. Okay. But you're not there yet, most likely. And you need to get started. And action is the most important thing. So go ahead and make yourself a simple landing page. And hey, sign up for ClassifiedSubmissions.com and do a bunch of other things to start building your list, building your audience. So I hope this helps you. And I hope this helps you to take action, to get going. And just do it. It won't be perfect. Don't worry about being perfect. Just go out there and screw up like the rest of us. That's how you do it. You do it, but stop thinking about it and doing it. And that's why I wanted to show you this super simple way just to make a simple landing page. So I really wish you the best of success. And let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys have other ways of making landing pages that are even cheaper and quicker, let us know. So thank you very much. This is Matthew May with ClassifiedSubmissions.com. Just one more thing before you go. I'd like to invite you to join my newsletter, and by doing so, I'll send you a link where you can download $597 of pro marketing software for free. We've got classified ad submitters, which will allow you to submit up to 500 ads per day. We've got SEO software. We have our software, YouTube Title Blaster, which helps you find the hottest titles on YouTube, and you can use that on your various campaigns. So go ahead, click the link below, join our newsletter. You can unsubscribe at any time, and you'll be able to download $597 of pro marketing software for free. Thanks so much.